Hang on to your turbans and try to keep your baba ganoush down in your stomach. Here we go again. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Again, delayed it until today because of the Thursday pay-per-view. The stats are from last week. I'm beginning to wonder when the WWE will just have half of its pay-per-views in the US and Canada and the other half in Saudi Arabia. Now there's a third one for a year? Guess the Saudis really love pro wrestling. Either that and or the WWE really loves their money. In any case, it's a fairly decent card this time. 5 titles, a cage match, a gauntlet match, and 3 quasi-decent matches. I can think of worse ways to spend the 4 hours in the hot Saudi night. So here are my predictions for Super Showdown 2020. Start with local boy Mansoor versus Dolph Ziggler. And do we even have to make this prediction? Does anyone really think Mansoor is going to lose to anybody when he has home country advantage? Even a veteran like Ziggs doesn't have a chance with 70,000 plus Arabs breathing down his neck. And Robert Roode will be no help either if he made the trip. Winner is Mansoor. Now get this guy a WWE Middle East Championship belt or something already. Humberto Carrillo versus Angel Garza. Despite the fact that this is only the second one-on-one match between these two outside of NXT or 205 Live, this is already getting monotonous. Garza thinks he's the cock of the walk just because Selena Vega ditched Andrade for him. And Humberto is still trying to find a niche since failing to get the US title. Garza, who is a cousin of Carrillo, mind you, is still riding high from the brief NXT Cruiserweight title reign he had. So really it's all on the Angel's side. Winner is Angel Garza. Viking Raiders versus the OC. Jeez, where'd you dig these bozos up? A so-called best tag team in the world and the vicious team that got beaten by a thrown-together team? This will probably be part of the kickoff, which suits me fine. This will be slow and plodding, as all matches with big guys are. And as good as these teams may be, this will not be a good match to warm the crowd up with. Well, since OC beat Eric and Ivar last time they were in the KSA, I'll vote for them this time. Winners are Gallows and Anderson. Steel cage match between Roman Reigns and King Corbin. Please, please, please tell me this is where the feud ends. Between the Falls Count Anywhere match at Royal Rumble and that disgusting winner eats dog food match, this battle between Big Dog and the Crown Clown has gone on way too long. Oh, and make sure the cage sides are secure for Allah's sake. You remember the last time Reigns was in a cage match in Riyadh? In any case, unless Ziggler, Roode, and or the Revival get into the cage, it's not going to be close. Winner is Roman Reigns. The Tuwaiq Mountain Trophy Gauntlet match. Why is it that every time they go to the Arabian Peninsula that they have to have some match to boost the ego of the biggest egos on the damn planet? First best in the world, then best tag team in the world, and now this? Oh well. R-Truth, not a snowball's chance in Baghdad. Andrade and Mysterio will cancel each other out. Eric Rowan may be stopped by security for that whatever the hell it is he carries around, which leaves Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles. Which, let's face it, leaves AJ Styles. Lashley already has a trophy wife. He doesn't need a real trophy. Winner is the phenomenal one. SmackDown Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Naomi. And no, they're not going to be best females of 2020 just because this is the first ever women's title match in the Middle East. This one's a bit of a coin flip, truth be told. I mean, ever since Naomi returned from standing by his man in his legal hassles, she's been on a roll. But Just her association with the Usos may be enough to have her held back from future title considerations. And Bayley has learned to handle things all by herself without Sasha Banks looking over her shoulder. This will be quite better than the Natalya Evans fight 4 months ago. But I think Bayley's keeping the belt to WrestleMania at the earliest. Winner and still champion, Bayley. Raw Tag Team titles. Seth Rollins and Buddy and Murphy defends against the Street Profits. Pardon. Oh boy. The Messiah and the Pariah have worn out their welcome as tag champs. No thrown together team should have the belts that long. But why the Street Profits over heavy machinery or the like? That's beyond me. These guys have done next to nothing since joining the Red Brand. Nothing but commentary, like a hip-hop Lewis Black. Now, it will definitely depend on whether or not the AOP are at ringside, because we all know that Rollins and company don't give a camel's hump about disqualification. I really want Rollins and Murphy to drop the belts, but it's not this time. Street Profits will win, but by DQ. SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The New Day versus The Miz and John Morrison. It's been nearly 11 years since The Miz and Morrison held tag gold together. Of course, it's been just about 9 years since Morrison was last in the WWE. And while the New Day enjoy their 7th title reign without Xavier Woods, they haven't faced the Prince of Parkour and the Awesome One as a team yet. Not really. Sure, the two egomaniacs had a falling out and a feud way back when, but they still know each other rather well. I think this will be the upset of the night. The winner and new champions, Miz and Morrison. Sorry, Kingston and Big E, you'll have to wait for XV to return to go for number 8. Pardon. WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar defends against Ricochet. Ricochet. Booby. I like you. I really like you. And I'm glad you've been able to carve out a notch for yourself in the business away from Aleister Black. I still think it was embarrassing how you two failed to get all 3 tag titles over the last WrestleMania weekend. But you were inches from getting chucked by Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. And I promise you that the blow to Big Brock's Little Brocks has not been forgotten. This will be just a few blows longer than a squash match. Because everyone wants to see Lesnar-McIntyre at WrestleMania, not Ricochet McIntyre. Winner and still reigning, defending, undisputed, yada yada yada, Brock Lesnar. Finally, the Universal title. The Fiend defends against Goldberg. Goldie. Booby. I don't call you the luckiest Jew beside Paul Heyman for giggles. You should have stayed retired after you announced it at your Hall of Fame induction. But no, you just couldn't resist that oily money, could you? While it's true that Goldberg's spear did seem to hurt the Fiend, have we forgotten that Bray Wyatt loves pain? That it fuels him to beat the unholy hell out of the superstars? That the last time we saw the Fiend in Saudi Arabia, he made that abundantly clear by becoming Universal Champ? I don't see how this will be much different. But hey, it'll be more entertaining than the Fiend Kane Inferno match that was rumored, right? Still, winner and remaining champion, The Fiend. Those are my picks. And let's hope that SmackDown afterwards will be decent with the semi-comatose superstars with the jet lag. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. See ya.